I have in my files a little article. It's called 5 Lessons or 5 Vignettes on How We Treat People. And I'd like to share with you the first one of those 5. First important lesson is entitled The Cleaning Lady. During his second month in college, a professor gave a pop quiz, and the collegiate was very, very conscientious student, breezed through all the questions without any problems until he read the last one. What is the first name of the woman who cleans the school? He had seen the cleaning lady several times. She was tall, dark-haired, in her 50s, but how was he supposed to know her name? So he handed in his paper, leaving the last question blank. And just before class ended, one student asked if the last question would count toward the quiz grade. Absolutely, said the professor. In your careers, you will meet many people. All are significant. All deserve your attention and care, even if all you do is smile and say hello. The collegiate learned her name was Dorothy. I think Kmart and Lowe's have learned that lesson very, very well. They have greeters at all the doors. You try to walk down the aisle and they're forever saying hello to you. So I have this thing that I do of trying to get past them before they can say hello to me. Oh, sometimes it works. Sometimes you just barrel through with your head down and you can make it, or sometimes you wait till they're talking to somebody and then you sneak by them. For us, I hope the attention to others is more than a marketing tool. It comes from care and attention. And I trust that the graduates not only know the name of the cleaning lady, but so many more people who in small and in big ways have impacted their lives here at St. Ambrose University. This Mass is a time for thanksgiving for those who contributed to your formation and your education during your time here. It's thanksgiving for the profs and the support staff. For many of them, this is more than a job. It's a ministry, and it's a labor of love. Thankfulness for those who took a special interest in you. It's a time to be thankful for the friends that you've made who have supported you in difficult times and rejoiced with you at other times and challenged you at still other times. It's a time of thanksgiving for the family, many of whom sacrificed, great and small, so that you could be here. And I have to think that many of you were nervous when you first stepped on campus. But I can only imagine the emotion within your families as you walked away for the first time into the dorm. And they hoped and they prayed that they had prepared you well for that day. There probably are many whose names you do not know. Some of them have been very generous benefactors to St. Ambrose, who contributed to the buildings in which you lived, the classrooms where you learned, the library where you did research, the chapel where you prayed, the athletic facilities where you played, and the scholarships which eased some of the financial burden. As Isaiah said in our first reading, I will recall the favors of the Lord. So this is also a time of thanksgiving to God for all the favors he has bestowed on you, the graces that you have received over your time here, some of which you are very aware of, but I'm sure there are many, many more graces of which you are unaware. I'm sure your parents and your families are proud of your accomplishments today. I'm sure your profs are proud of what you've learned. But hopefully all of us are proud of whom you have become. Some of you will continue your education. Some of you will move into the marketplace. But I hope with the values of an Ambrosian so well described by St. Paul in his letter to the Colossians. holy and beloved, full of compassion, kindness, humility, and gentleness. Like St. Paul's wish for the Colossians, it's also our wish for you that the word of Christ and these values will dwell deeply in you. I'm sure you're ready to move on, but I hope there is a little reluctance, like the man who pleaded to remain in today's gospel. You have made good friends here. Things have become familiar and comfortable, but we say to you, as Jesus said, go home to your family, go to your careers, to your further studies, and to proclaim what God has done for you, and all will be amazed.